Yo, what's up? It's Fish, another Maplestory M video. Hope you're having a great day. Come check me out, twitch.tv/fishy. All my other links for Twitch on my other videos, they now need to be changed. I changed my URL a while back, so if you haven't been able to find me out on Twitch, that's probably why. I stream every night around 10-11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'd love to see you there. Where have I been? I've been all over the place, but I stream every night, and I'm going to try and put out a lot more Maplestory M content on YouTube, videos on a very regular basis. Drop a comment, we'll chat, we'll catch up like that, or come catch me on stream. We're doing a bit of a review of the latest update, and I want to talk about a few of the features that are coming out and are out currently right now, and then we can get into other videos with the states of the game and all that kind of stuff. But I'm still enjoying the game. A lot more knowledge about where the game is at in terms of its long-term progress, but this update kicks off with a brand new class. As per usual, we've got Mercedes. Is the third archer that's been released on Maplestory M, and she's probably the best archer all around so far in my opinion. I'm not rolling her. I rolled her for the event, and I'm not going to be able to do like a character class review suggested skill type of thing because I really don't like doing that. It seems a little bit like arbitrary assumptive. I don't play the class, I don't know a lot about it, so I'd just be like regurgitating other people's information, so leave it at that. But I do know that Mercedes is a really good archer. Now they did just buff Bowmaster, so if you're a BM, you might actually be very interested in playing the BM again, because the BM just got a massive upgrade. It might be the most powerful archer to date, but all around Mercedes is really good. She's got amazing mobility, bouncing all over the map. She's great at mobbing, she's great at bossing. She's got passes that replenish her HP and her MP really fast, and she's also got a unicorn. So all you bronies and ponies out there, get excited, yo. Now there's also an event running, aside from all the different packages that you can buy in the shop, and there are quite a few. As per usual, there's the event running, the level up reward, and you can see it right over here. I'm probably not going to go much farther past 100, but if you're a hardcore free-to-player, you're probably going to want to make it up to 117, where you get about $70 worth of stuff with the shielding wards, the shielding scrolls, and a couple mesos to boot. But you can roll your Mercedes, roll her as a burning class, and then take out any of these rewards on any of your other characters. Just get them on your other characters. So always worthwhile to roll the new character in the new event. Mercedes, 7 out of 10. I give her maybe an 8 out of 10. She's a great archer class, not the best one in the entire archer portfolio of Maplestory, but probably the best one to come out so far in my opinion. Check it out. If you're rolling a Mercedes, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts, how she fits out. We're starting to see a lot faster progress in newer classes because people are able to transfer their gear over. So anybody who's been a wind archer or anybody who's been a bowmaster can take all their wicked, mythic emblem, legendary emblem, mythic gear and just transfer it right over. Just a new weapon, of course, going on right now. So you can automatically get up there very, very high up in the star forces and see what she's worth. And being that the classes have been out for some time, we can now see where the XP curve is really at, where the game really slows down, and where we're meant to be. A couple other changes in this update let us know where the content's supposed to be at right now. No big content, but the content that's already existed that is coming, that's already been updated, is for starters the Elite Dungeon. It used to be a whack load of Elite Dungeons, both normal and hard. Now there's only one type of Elite Dungeon, which means we're going to be getting faster queues, and it's a lot more of a good idea of where the content is. You'll see the last dungeon here is level 155, and that's basically where everything starts to slow down in terms of the XP curve. So if you're looking for where is the end of content, because level 200 is a pipe dream for almost everybody in the game. Just to give you an idea of how high the XP curve is, we've got people that are ranked 186 right now. They're like 6 months away from level 200, and these guys are buffed 150%. They're on 24/7 auto battle. These are the biggest whales in the game. They spent $20,000-$30,000 or more. They're 6 months away at level 186. The curve is almost impossible. It's meant to be unachievable for most people in the game. We'll talk about that more in the next video. I just want you to understand, even if you're level 160 right now, if you're level 160 right now and you're playing aggressively, you're 147 plus weeks away from hitting 200. The curve is there because auto battle exists, because auto battle is monetized. They start the curve and they measure the curve based on people that are 24/7 auto buffed and auto battled. Just understand that. But looking at the Elite Dungeons right here, you can get an idea as to where the XP curve actually is and where the content is. 155 plus is where the content ends for elite dungeons, and the same of course is the case for the expeditions. Now we're looking to get Empress in a little bit, but our highest level expedition right now, which still does not require a mythic weapon, starts at level 120, and it's Pink Bean. It's still yet to come from KMSM. We know we've got Empress coming up. We know we've got CRA coming up. There's a lot of other content, but right now as it stands, the content that exists has nothing to do with the end game. So don't be confused the fact there's a level 200 cap. It's not meant to be achieved. Speaking of new content, there's one more new piece of content with this update. It's called the Evolution Lab. In my opinion, it's meant for lower classes. In fact, this entire update is meant to catch people up, in my opinion. The Evolution Lab is a customizable dungeon. You acquire these tokens, which you can then use to pour back into further runs of Evolution Labs. You get 3 per day and increase the amount of XP that you get, the amount of coin drops that you get, the level of the monsters that you get, and the boss monsters that you get, and thereby the XP that you get per mob and per monster. In my opinion, don't spend any of your tokens on anything other than the XP increase. Even on the mesos, you could spend up to 2 million mesos in some cases to get better boss monsters or coin drop rates. I found the whole thing to be geared towards lower level characters in the game. We're talking like up to level 120, 125. Beyond that, you're barely getting any XP. I think they need to buff it overall. I mean, I guess it's free AFK XP, so you can't really complain 3 times a day. It's not bad. It's really good looking. It's fun. The rooms have different tactics, and when you finish a quicker pace, you get an opportunity to continue farming until the end of the timer to get more XP per mob. And as far as XP per mobs go, it's about the equivalent to like Star Force XP if you get to like 1 tap it. So it's not so bad, but it's pretty bad. So I give the Evolution dungeon a good review, but only for lower level classes. Again, when you take a look at the updates that have come up most recently, Monster Carnival is another example of XP that's even better than Evolution Lab, but they're all meant to give more XP while not farming Star Force for lower level classes. So Evolution Lab is a great addition. Again, we're looking to catch people up in the game, such as the same with the Elite Dungeon we were talking about before. The Elite Dungeon, it's all about getting the better quality powders. We're getting unique powders across the board right now on a really steady basis, and there are only 5 different Elite Dungeons right now, so you'll be able to get a better, easier time at getting a team. Speaking of teams, I can barely get a team for nets nowadays. I don't know about you guys, but they need to improve the loot on nets. I can never get a nets. Like I can, but it's not very often. There's a new event running right now. We're gonna talk about it for a second. It's called Catch the Wind Sprout Bingo, and basically it's called do your dailies every day. You get the bingos across the board. Each line gets you different prizes. Here are the rewards over here. Normal bingo, 2 bingos, 3 bingos, and all bingo rewards get you a snake soup. The rewards are pretty good. Every day you get like, I don't know, 70, 100 minutes worth of extra auto battle every single day. On top of that, you get some cool buffs like boss and XP buffs just for doing your dailies. If you don't like the dailies that you've got where it's like, you know, do 2 or 3 nets or whatever it is, and you don't think you can accomplish it, you can click on it and you have 3 chances per day to discard the card and ticket and then re-roll it for another type of daily assignment. But overall, I'm pretty game for these mini events. I like them a lot. They're really fun. This one's pretty good too. The rewards aren't that bad. I mean, it resets every day at midnight server time, so you get a lot of extra battle and rewards. What can I say? This update really rounds the game off for me, dude. It really does. It brings everything to perspective. It lets us know that we're catching up really hardcore. In fact, if you're a hardcore free-to-play player and you utilize your alts to the best of their abilities, you're going to be able to generate like a max legendary over the course of a few days if you really play your alts extremely hard. So the ability of people to get their gear up is so much easier than it's ever been, which tells us we're going to get some new content pretty soon. In fact, in the notes right now, and if you look on your gear for your set bonuses, I don't even want to talk about this broken shoulder, guys. My fat fingers. I had like a dozen tickets and I forgot to click them off, and of course I broke my stupid shoulders. So hopefully in a short period of time I won't have broken shoulders there. But as you can see, there are different sets that are now available and pieces that we no longer have in the game yet. like Dark Premium Symbol and Cygnus Corner Ring. These are new pieces that will be able to include in our boss accessory set. Does that mean we're gonna have a 7 or 8 or 9 piece bonus? Is it gonna stay 7 pieces? I have no idea. The face piece from Hardzak still evades me, so I'm still looking for that, but I'm 6 out of 7 still. Hopefully your boss set is complete a long time ago. But here's my dude with broken shoulders and all. I'm doing all right. I'm still rolling my Nightwalker. Still one steady wins the race. I've been fighting more for muscles, and I haven't playing as hard as I probably should have been, but we're back in effect, guys. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about is the AMA. I don't want to be too negative towards it. We'll go through the AMA, and the AMA is supposed to answer a lot of questions that are burning about the game, and in my opinion, I mean, will you consider moving Gil Race before expeditions? Our Gil Race are at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, like really late. They received the feedback, they're in discussions, they're going to let us know. They have no news on that. Is there news on future class releases? As you've seen, we have a Mercedes class. We're on a schedule of releasing new classes, and we hope to release more classes you like in the near future. So the answer is yes. We always know there's more classes coming. I don't even know what that question was in there for. We have a roadmap like other games on the intended release of content. It's a great idea. We'll keep you updated. No answer there. There's no ask me or answer me anything. Are any new expeditions coming out soon? For example, Cygnus and or Chaos Horntail or Chaos Pink Bean. I wouldn't really consider Chaos Pink Bean or Horntail a new expedition. And of course the answer is yes, we've got more content and we'll keep you updated. Why does it cost to change the skin color of your avatar? In the spirit of all inclusivity, people should not have to pay extra to make their characters have the same skin color as them. Makes me feel so dissociated from my character when playing. They say, thanks for your opinion. We're thinking about what you asked, and we're looking into it. Starting Explorer class of more customization. The other classes, the Cygnus Knights and Hero classes, come with unique character designs. That's not a bad, answer, I guess. It is what it is. I mean, whatever. I'll take it. Will more party quests from Maplestory come to MSM? We do have a plan to suggest more PQs to the developers, since that's what makes Maplestory M nostalgic. Can I just point out right now that when the developer answers an AMA for the developer, and in their answers they talk about to the developers and suggesting to the developers, that's a huge disconnect for me, man. When I speak to anybody at Nexon or the developer, I just assume I'm speaking to the developer. There's this disconnect that people think that we understand between whoever is answering these questions, wherever they are. I don't know if they're an SEA or North America or some sort of social media company or whatever it is, but for me to hear from the people who are answering the AMA, who am I asking? Who's the me? Who's the ask me anything? Who's the me in the ask me anything? Is it somebody that talks to the developers? Because from a customer, from a community perspective, in my opinion, when I'm asking something to Next, I'm already talking to the developer. So hearing that you're going to talk to the developer does not make me feel good about things. You're gonna have to reword that. When community is talking to you, they're talking to you thinking you're the developer, all right? We don't think we're talking to somebody who's going to talk to somebody else who's going to talk to somebody else. It's all like broken telephone, man. So this is not a very encouraging type of thing to hear. We're going to talk to the developer, but we hear it over and over again. Will there ever be quests with crystals as the reward? Nothing's decided yet. However, we keep thinking of implementing some content that offer crystals by in-game play as well. Please stay tuned. That's cool, man. I mean, we've got the Guild Fort battle, which gives you crystals every few weeks as well. So it's not a huge, horrible thing. A lot of this stuff is attainable with mesos. So I'd be more interested in finding out ways that we can make more mesos. Again, I'm going to do another video about stuff I'd like to see in the game. Maybe you can add your comments below. Let me know. Can 7-day attendance crystal package stack with crystal packages? Who asked that question? Like, who decided that that was going to be answered? Yes, the packages are different, so they're stackable. That's great. What are your plans for player retention and new player acquisition? Since launch, it seems like after every new update, there are more players quitting than players starting again. We do understand that there are players who come and go after learning that their favorite class not available in the game yet, and sometimes update changes and our class rebalances made are not in their favor. Our plan is to engage current and new players on our social media channels, Discord, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and keep them up to date with the Maplestory M as we're working with the developers. Again, we're working with the developers to keep improving the game. This is not an answer to the question. In my opinion, the answer to the question is make the game good and people will continue to play, and make the game good and advertise it and people will come to the game and they'll play. Make the game good and people will not quit the game. We'll do another video talking about the things I love and hate on the game, but that is a non-answer in my opinion. Are there plans to make gold leaves more meaning in the game, such as revamping the shop with daily tickets or making rank stones cheaper? It's a good question. In my opinion, we should get some legendary stones in the shop at some point for leaves. Right now, current content does not require us to have mythic, but it would really be nice if the content in the game was achievable with stones through leaves. We can fuse for mythics, which is good, but we can't upgrade for mythics. So for those of us who do have emblems, we're kind of at a standstill in terms of gear, so I would like to see some more leaves there. They say actually improving the gold leaf shop is one of our main tasks, which we're actively discussing internally. We're thinking of populating the gold leaf shop with what you essentially need, and are also working on balancing it. We'll let you know as soon as possible. Alright, I'll accept that answer. Thoughts on removing the plus 16 level cap for event drops. I understand the reason behind not allowing higher levels farming weaker monsters, but that's the reason for limiting lower level. What's the reason for limiting lower levels farming harder monsters? We are giving positive consideration to removing the upper cap of event items drops for further updates. Alright, I'm game with that answer. I agree, there's no point. How will you make Star Force parties more efficient and improve the quality of life for training? Will you consider password protected parties, making auto buff pets automatically buff party members that don't have the buff? As noted in advance, we are undergoing overall improvements on UI and UX convenience. We're working on the party hunt and in-game community activities, which we could give you more pleasing game experiences. Alright, we're trying to do some stuff that'll make it better is the answer. Will there be a rebalancing of weapons? Right now, J&O damages every other weapon class due to crit damage bonus. We also recognize this. We did weapon rebalancing with prior updates, and we'll keep working on balance works, and of course, won't forget to include JM. That's a non-answer, but we'll accept it. Will Global MSM ever get Emblem Reroll? Actually, we've been thinking hard on this issue as we heard player voices on Emblem Reroll items. We're now internally discussing the issue from its basic necessity to actually detailed designs and systems. These aren't answers. I'd really like an answer. We acknowledge your question. We acknowledge your question. We acknowledge your question. We acknowledge your question. We'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. We're going to talk to the development team. Can you please implement search function in TS, or allow us to sort items by EQ level, or perhaps let us purchase owls, like in the PC version? We definitely could say we've been scratching our heads to improve TS function in general. We cannot say we can improve and update it with the next update. However, we're working on general game UI UX improvements, and we're happy to hear your ideas and reviews on it. Again, it's not an answer to the question whatsoever. Will Star Force mobs ever drop more than just pink pots and normal fodders that clutter our inventory? Will bosses ever drop items like XP buff shield scrolls, red cubes? Small changes to the current drop system will help more free-to-play players progress and entice people to do more expeditions. It's always part of our game design to give additional benefits to auto battle users, not only regarding Star Force, but also in general gameplay. I hate that answer. I hate that answer. What about the non-auto battle users? Why is it only specifically to auto battle users? I don't get it. We'll talk about this in another video, but you know, I dislike that answer a lot. Items you earn from the Star Force field are set to give all players to grind them to enhance your gear. Balancing on overall gear system is under review as well. Please stay tuned and look forward to our future updates. Again, a non-answer and an answer I just dislike. So that's the AMA in a nutshell, guys. I don't know what you think about the AMA. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are towards the AMA. I strongly think that they could reword and improve their translation of AMAs. Whatever. It is what it is, guys. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not exactly what I want to see in an AMA. I'm going to make another video talking about the things that I'd like to see change in the game. Again, I'm happy with the game. I really like it, but I think there are some things that could use improvements to the game overall. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for checking out my video. That pretty much sums up the update as far as it's concerned. I'd love to see you by the stream. I'm there every night, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/fishy. Stay tuned for another video. I'll have one out over the next few days at the very least. Thank you so much for checking out my content. You could be anywhere on the internet, but you're here with me. Hit the sub and the like if you liked it. Share it around. I will see you again next time around. Peace out.